Hi, I'm joined by Matthew Froggatt from Cyncly. Hi, Matthew. First
Hi.
question on Member Monday always. Tell us about the business.
Absolutely, yeah. So Cyncly as a brand is relatively new. We're celebrating our 2 year anniversary pretty much, I think, this month actually. But I think we'll be probably better known as some of our sort of previous companies built on the foundations of sort of Compusoft 2020. So Cyncly was born out of a merger really between those two sort of Goliaths in the industry. And those who don't know Compusoft may recognise Winner or Plus or EQ, and of course 2020 Fusion, Ideal Spaces. So all familiar stuff, really, I suppose, to most of the members. And of course, with obviously the merger, there became the hunger to acquire more brands and to really give retailers and installers and the like, the best solutions in the market, and hence why they acquired Virtual Worlds again, pretty much 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago. And those who don't know Virtual Worlds, we're quite synonymous in the bathroom industry. I myself was from that acquisition, been with Virtual Worlds for over 8 years. So yeah, we're now sort of setting our stall and building all of our solutions to sort of create the best end-to-end products and options for our users.
So IT products are constantly innovating. What's new this year in 2024?
So there's lots of things. Obviously, as with tech, we're always looking not just what's happening this year, but there's lots of things coming in the years to come. But right now, what the biggest sort of shift we've had this year is really Virtual Worlds and EQ sort of joining at the hip, which has been long requested by our users. So those that don't know Virtual Worlds, we're essentially a design tool. So you design your bathroom within Virtual Worlds. And EQ is known as the sort of leading industry pricing tool, quote management, CRM, that side of things. And one of the things that our users have been asking for a very long time is for Virtuals to talk to EQ. And the great thing now was being together and being merged is we've made that happen. So now designers can very seamlessly, with a click of a button, from the design, instantly get the quote, saving lots of time, helping with accuracy, stopping those sort of mistakes happening, that the odd valves being missed or something else. So yeah, it's been sort of probably the biggest leap forward, and it's been a very, very well received by our user base.
So, top of the interview, you spoke about the coming together of Cyncly and the kind of emergence of a real wide family of software brands and products. How's that working now that you're all under one roof?
It's a big challenge because it's great having so many good solutions, but then how do we package it and how do we offer that to our user base, and how do we make it sort of make sense, I suppose. The great thing is from a bathroom perspective, and that's really where my focus is, but also with our kitchen side, we're looking at how we can best sort of fit the market. So we've got tools I've already mentioned like Virtual Worlds and EQ, and in the showroom environment, from a design to quotation, now that journey is quite linear and quite nice to use. But other things to consider as well is how do we best convince the customer to buy? How do we best get the end consumer really excited? And that's where 4D Theatre comes into it. So 4D Theatre is our VR solution that we've had around for about 6 years. It's game changing. It's proven to increase order values. It's proven to increase conversion rates and prevent things like buyer's remorse. And essentially, you would present in that VR environment, giving the customer the closest experience they'll have to the completed installation. And we look at that and we think, you may mistake that as something that we just have as a end of sales tool, or actually it's a showroom tool. So we're now sort of looking at the journey of the customer, and from entering into the showroom, looking around the displays, having the ability to maybe use 4D Theatre as a virtual display, multiplying the footprint of the showroom, inspiring the customer. And then through that, then that leads to the design, then the quotation, and then of course the finale of the big reveal of that finished project with fully costed, all seamlessly done, so, solution to solution without any manual inputting needed to be done or transfer needed to be done, because that's managed by ourselves. And then we go one step further with eStore, and eStore is a solution where we actually do and we build websites. And that can be the point where we actually entice the customer in. So that's essentially your shop frontage online. So really, if you look at it from start to finish, from the very instance your customer hears of your brand all the way through to placing the order. We can now manage that process through the tools mentioned. And even now at eStore, we have the ability to do e-commerce. So we can do sort of single item sales or even complex kitchen sales through the solution that is eStore.
Well, it sounds like a really fabulous kind of one-stop shop, and it's great to hear that resource is coming together for the benefit of retailers and the brands that sell through retailers. Matthew, always a pleasure. Catch up again soon.
Thanks, Tom.